Start streaming, testing out my stream. Start streaming, start streaming, testing out my stream. Start streaming, start streaming, testing out my stream. Start streaming, start streaming, testing out my stream. Is it working? Yeah. Hey guys. Oh, wow. Maybe just turn the music down a little bit. I'm going to find some lyrics for that. I think for me it's still quite loud, but I don't know about you guys, but it's drowning me out a bit. Right. Well, it's been a while since I've been able to have two cameras. Not one camera, two cameras. Plus, I've got the little slideshow just there and my logo up the top there. Amazing. Why couldn't YouTube do that before? Because I had so many problems in the past before doing that, but you know. Here we go. So I got my coffee. And the good thing is that this time, at least now, you can see me at work doing what I'm doing. As opposed to just my hands. Hey! Right. So just to recap, we was working on this guy, and this for those that are tuning in for the first time today, Jazza did the channel Draw with Jazza, now Jazza, did a competition last year called Redraw Jazza's Art, and the character was something he created, and the competition was for people to come up with their own interpretation of his artwork. This is mine, and over the last, when I entered it into the competition, I didn't really get a chance to properly finish it. 1 second. I didn't get a chance. Oh, sorry, there's wires in the way. Sorry, 1 second. I didn't get a chance to fully complete it to my satisfaction, and as I mentioned in my vlog the other day, just looking at all the different things I've been doing, I haven't really had any, solid videos for my channel. So I was thinking, how can I fill the gap where I'm not bringing a video to you? So what I've done is I've actually started to go through some of my older drawings that I haven't finished, or ones that might even need a bit of additional work for them, this being one of them. So what I've started to do is to start to, what's the word I'm looking for here? To go back to and finish them to the way that I wanted them. So far we've done all the inking in of this character, because it started off as a pencil drawing. As you can see, I've made it really stand out for the background, and last week I was inking in some of the buildings. Today I'm going to be doing the rest of I'm going to try and do the rest of the buildings tonight. I probably won't get them all finished in terms of the whole sequence done, but if I can get the buildings done tonight, then next week I can shrink it down and hopefully have a start doing some colouring in. That's sort of the goal with this one, and then before I move on to the next project. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do it, go ahead and chat, and what I need to do is good at doing that. So just a side note, if you ask a question and I don't reply straight away, don't think I've ignored you. It may simply be I just haven't seen the question yet. So bear with me, because I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat as much as I can. But anyway, let's open my box of goodies. Okay, so we got our fine line of 1. I'll tell you what, I hope the shop's open soon, because I need to get some more of these very, very soon. It's okay for the moment, but I know I need to stock up on these things. Right, so just a quick thing as well before I do start it. Up here there wasn't any buildings up here at all in the original artwork, but as I was finishing up last week, I felt the space needed something, so I've added a few additional buildings in there just to fill up the space a bit. But again, I'm going to try and not put too much detail. So let's get going. I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day, for those that were celebrating it. And I hope you behaved yourself as well. I hope I got the angle right on that. Did I mess the angle up? No, I think it's all right, but I just have to make sure the rest of the building's there as well. Before you ask, if anyone's wondering why the music's on repeat all the time, because I've had issues with OBS before and I had to reset my PC, I haven't had a chance to really reset all the music and get it all, organised so that I can actually have a variety of different tunes. This will eventually change, hopefully, but because it's been a while since I've done this, I need to do a refresher on how to get the musical tunes all ready and my channel and such. But if this tune is too loud, do say so, because I can always turn it down. But if you can't hear it, don't worry too much. If you can't hear it, just put your own music on, because turning it up is no point. Because I'll be turning up and down all day otherwise. Filling out quite nicely, these buildings, I think. Okay, so that's that one. Ooh, really need more leg room down here. Okay, so this one's gonna be interesting because it's gonna be a swimming pool. So It's one thing I really love doing. Is I love doing, you know, fine detail. One second. I think this is one tune I'm going to need to remove off the playlist. Not because it's a terrible tune, because it's a good tune, but this particular version, I've made it so that it's a few hours. Well, it's half an hour long. But there is a reason for that. It's so that when I have my vlogs or whatever, you know, I've got a nice tune I can put in the background that I can put really faintly. So hopefully to you guys it's quite faint. But you're going to have to let me know, because I can't tell other than what the bars are telling you. The bars are telling me it's quite low, but in fact I'm going to turn it down a little bit lower, I think. Just in the say so, I'm not sure how low it is. Okay. That's it. This building I'm not totally happy with. I feel the shape's not quite right, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Actually, this music's quite good for motivating me to do this quite quickly. Some more coffee. Coffee. You might notice I'm not putting as much detail as I did on the other buildings in front. keep them as basic as I can, just to fill the space in. These lines as straight as I can. That first section here, not too far from finishing that bit. I don't know if you can still hear this music. I can hear it really clearly. Okay, so this actually this just a little bit here. That's it, just fill the space. So that's the first set of buildings done this side. So we've got this whole section done. I still need to do this bit here, but I can probably do the main part of it now. because I fixed this line now, so I think the line is okay. And I just realised I forgot my little glove again. Silly. Where's it gone? There it is. No, it isn't. Where's the glove gone? Yeah. I remember putting this on when I'm using my digital screen, but when I'm using my this, I always forget. But I do find though it does help me go around the paper a bit smoother as well. Right, there we go, that's better. Just curious, is anyone doing artwork now while we're here? Would be interesting to see if anyone's doing has got any projects that they're working on right now. And if so, what projects are you working on? Pause that a bit. I hadn't considered this small little section here, to be honest. But it's there now. Yay! Right, another quick coffee. Actually, I wonder if I go into here. I can see chat there as well. Good. Right, so we're going to go into this section down here now, I think. And again, I've added some additional buildings here and made some adjustments so it all matches. And as I go along, I'm constantly just reworking the perspective as best I can. Okay, there's another building done. Woohoo! Try to get these windows as evenly as I can. This particular bit it can be monotonous. I don't mind it too much myself, but it can be a monotonous task where you're doing the same thing over and over. Always the best part of drawing is actually the actual construction. Just coming up with the ideas. Once you usually get to the colouring stage or the inking stage, that's when it tends to kind of, at least for me anyway, that's when I can tend to switch off. But in saying that, it's a case of going into automatic mode and trying to get it finished as quickly as I can. See if I can change this tune now, because I don't mind it, but even I'm getting a bit. There we go. That's a really good tune, I like that. Okay, so I don't want it repeating though. So how do I change this to non-repeating? Hang on. Oh. Well, that's not clever. Right, hopefully this will play the others. Remember, there's one other person I haven't I like this tune. This thing at the back here I'm doing, this is going to be a silhouette, so just to add a bit of a silhouette to the back of it, just to help, what's the word I'm looking for, just to help fit out some of the, so I'm not going forever and doing loads and loads and loads of buildings. I've got at least somewhere, some sort of stopping end. Okay, so just got a little bit more to do here. Okay. I've got to hand it to YouTube. They've got some really good tunes lately. Because before they had the same tunes and a lot of people were using them, the same old themes and everything. To the point where I could recognise when somebody's using a YouTube sound, but they're coming up with so many new ones now, which is really, really cool. And some of them are absolutely amazing. I'm really impressed with some of the new musics they've got coming out. Got some talented artists, you know, musicians or whatever, or composers, if you like. The one thing I'm trying to be careful of is not to, what's the word? Do so much detail, particularly on the ones that are right by his face and such, that he disappears into the background of it. That's the toughest part, is not to make the details so that it encroaches on the actual main part of the picture. Now this one I haven't really sketched out deeply, so I'm trying to do it without having to spend too much time designing it first and making this drawing longer. I've done some rough ideas where it's going to fit, but primarily this is all designing as I go along. I don't always recommend doing that, but sometimes you know you might need to do that when you're coming up with a piece. Again, I'm not trying to keep detail to a bare minimum on these further back ones. Because technically, the further a building is away, or further an object is away from your eyes, the less detail you're going to see. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. But I'm also trying to give you that sense of depth. So as it's going further, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So I definitely need more legroom down here. And so if you're joining for the first time, feel free to say hi in chat. If you've got any questions or you know, you want anything, just give me a shout and let me know. Be more than happy to give you input on what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. See how it's all filling out now, so all the picture, you know, all the background's all filling out. And hopefully you're getting a sense of depth, that he's far forward and everything is just, you know, really low behind him. one good thing, one way of helping with putting buildings and things in front of each other is if when you got like a really large building, if you've got a smaller one in front of it, not only would it mean you don't have to do so many windows on it, but it also helps to add that sense that the picture's fuller than it is. In other words, you don't have to put the whole entire building in there. You just have to give the impression that the building is there, You see what I mean? It's like you see how the pages, the buildings are like filling out. See, I need to put some more at the top here. But it's getting there, it's definitely getting there. It's making me think that these buildings here are probably too big now, so I probably need to bring them down a little bit. Just trying to add a little bit of variety to some of these buildings, otherwise it just becomes the same pattern each time. I'll say this though, when you do like loads and loads and loads of buildings or the same thing over and over, it's amazing how you just get more and more comfortable with doing it. Like drawing straight lines without rulers, you can probably see I'm doing. It did take a while to get there, but I've done it so many times now. It's like second nature. I wouldn't say I'm perfect at it, but it's something that, because I've done so many times now, it's a lot easier. So it's not quite such a difficult thing to get to. But just, I'm more comfortable with doing it. Now, I'm doing this one slightly different, but there is a reason why I'm doing that way. You might notice I'm putting less and less windows on the back, put it in the distance. Okay. Right, so one last thing, which is to make this building in the front a bit thicker, and then we're done with the building, I think. There's my number 8. There it is. Because this is the only building that needs to be a bit thicker. Is it me or is this pen drying out? This building in the back here, I'm probably going to change this in post. You might have to just adjust it because it just feels like it's not, just doesn't feel right. I'll add a bit of thickness on just this one as well. But just the outlines. Because again, I'm trying not to do it so that it, you know, it intrudes on the actual main character. I mean, it shouldn't do because the thickness on the character is quite strong anyway. So just a few bits of outlines on here. Oops. Try to get these lines nice and neat. bit here I need to do, I think. So I hadn't seen, I missed this bit here. Alright, and we need that little bit there, which you missed. There's my signature there. Oh, I've just seen another bit I've missed. So let me do this bit here. Botched up a bit, but it's fine. There we go, right. But right, one more little piece I'm going to do here. And let's thicken that line a bit. And here as well. Right, one more thing I want to do. I'm going to use the brush pen this time. Now this might ruin it, so hopefully this won't ruin it, but we're going to give it a go. Which is for this gun bit. I'm being very, very quiet on this bit because using a brush pen is a lot more fiddly because doesn't have a hard tip on it, so it doesn't. So it's easy to slip and mess up the drawing. Brush pen is really nice. Alright, well I think that's it for today. I think it's, I said I would do these for about an hour. I think it was a really, really good good go of it. We've got all the buildings done, so that's all fantastic. So next week what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and shrink this down and start adding some colour hopefully. So thank you very much everybody for watching. If you have enjoyed this and you want to see the next part, make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that you're instantly told when I'm next live on it. Hopefully the camera will still do the two cameras like it does before, and I'll try and work out the music so that it's a bit better and it's not drowning me out as well, but I need to figure out how to do that for myself. But thank you for watching, and do feel free to share this with anyone else that might enjoy it, and until next time, I'll catch you later.